Now on to the lead situation in Flint. An hour ago, the EPA gave us an update on new water tests revealing that they show much lower lead levels. Last week, lead levels were too high for the filters to work. But now the EPA says the filters appear to be working. We also learned that someone in the governor's office, his administration, had knowledge of the Legionnaire's disease link to the water crisis long before it was announced. The governor maintains he didn't find out about that deadly spike until last month. However, new emails obtained by the liberal group Progress Michigan show an aide to the governor knew about that spike back last March.
As for the recovery effort, the state Senate today voted to send more money to Flint. This time, the money strikes directly at one of the biggest complaints of residents there.
24-Hour News 8's Rick Albans here with what the Senate wants the money used for.
Brian, the $30 million answers a request the governor made yesterday for what many will see as a matter of fundamental fairness. At the base of the problem in Flint is water. Bad water. Who is to blame? Finger pointing and political arguments aside, the basic issue is water. With hundreds of thousands of bottles of water being donated and water testing to try and restore a safe supply of water, part of that problem, though far from being solved, is being addressed. Beyond a safe water supply, one of the chief complaints of residents is having to pay for water that was unsafe to use. The $30 million approved by the Senate is for just that purpose.
Well, I think we all agree that people shouldn't be paying for the water that they couldn't use and was unsafe. And so the bill passed the Senate unanimously today.
Senator Dave Hildenbrand is the appropriations chairman and says he agrees the people shouldn't have to pay for a defective product like bad water. But he also wonders if spending general fund money is the right approach.
The general fund, we have limited resources in the general fund, and it's used for a lot of great things in the state. And anytime we put more pressure on that, it makes the overall budget more difficult to balance. And so I want to make sure that we look at every opportunity to leverage every fund source we can. And
to that end, one person close to the process in the House says that lawmakers there may wait until the governor unveils his budget next Wednesday to see how the expenditure fits into the larger plan. Now, the earliest the House could take up that measure anyway is Tuesday, and even if there are minor changes, there is nearly a 100% certainty that money to pay for water bills will be heading to Flint. Susan?